is a good podcast. Welcome to Mouse Out of Wedlock. This is a good podcast.
Can you turn that fader up just to max?
Hello, Mario.
Very good.
Oh, fuck. What'd you do?
This couch eats you. I feel like I'm that unicorn from that unicorn movie.
Excuse me?
In the swamp, just slowly sinking while a small child tries to pull me out.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen. Are you talking about Shrek? When I hear like magic fantasy creatures and a swamp,
I don't think there's unicorns in Shrek, is there?
surely there's a unicorn somewhere in the Shrek film.
Probably. Jake, do you like my new shoes?
Yeah, I like how they're all over my couch.
Hell yeah. Do you want me to take them off?
No, I don't
Okay.
care. I do like them.
Thank you.
Very nice.
They let you customize your Converse.
Really?
Online, yeah.
You custom made these?
Yeah, pull up the Converse website. We're doing an advertisement at the top of the show. Welcome to Mouse Out of Wedlock. We're doing a Converse advertisement.
Converse, shout out.
Sponsor us, Converse.
Converse, uBlock Origin has prevented the page from loading. My ad blocker wouldn't let me go to the Converse website. So,
well, I guess that's a sign, and we shouldn't go there then.
no, we'll go. I'll just try
Okay.
it again. Okay, it worked. That's so funny.
I'm drinking a Coke for the first time in a long time right now. To be honest, I probably will drink half of this and give it to you, Jake.
Yum, yum, yum. I'll drink it all.
Okay. And we also have some Mexican candy to sample.
What is this? Chucks? What are Chucks? I don't know anything about Converse.
Chuck Taylor's.
Who's Chuck Taylor?
I don't know. Actually, look that up.
Okay, Jamie.
This
pull that
Coke.
up.
Jamie, pull that up, Jamie.
We need that button. Chuck Taylor.
Who is Chuck Taylor? Is he a musician or something?
Is it basketball player? Question mark.
Sure.
Brief history. Yeah, a basketball player for the Akron Firestones.
What the fuck?
Taylor joined the Converse sales team in 1921 after coming across the shoe and seeing, I don't know. I don't get this. What the fuck?
Okay.
It was an elite basketball shoe in 1917.
Back when they let only the white people play.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think white people would be better at sports if they didn't have segregation at all in their history?
I don't know. My first thought is like to abstract this to warfare
And
like go all the way back.
okay.
People always, for like long history, fought people who were similar to them, right? Like you had like Europeans warring with each other.
Right.
You had, I'm afraid to say,
They had
anyone
Europeans
else.
warring with everyone.
Yeah, at some point
Yeah.
that's true, I guess, is we being white people
Yeah.
really broke the boundaries there of diversifying war, because traditionally it
True.
was the people right next to you that you
Yeah.
fought, and then globalism, colonialism was
Yeah.
like, nah, let's diversify this. Let's really get some inclusivity in who we're going to fight with.
Are you telling me the Dutch East India Company was woke?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
They certainly weren't broke.
Oh, I wonder if the go woke go broke thing is still like a slogan on the right, but it's just not how it's working, right?
It's true. Corporations wouldn't be doing it if it didn't make them
Yeah,
money.
that's the only reason they do it.
I can't think of, I mean, like, maybe you could argue with the Bud Light thing, like Anheuser-Busch is having some financial difficulty because of this. I can't think of another example where a mass boycott from the conservative reactionaries
No.
actually made an effect on anything.
I mean, same for like people boycotting like Chick-fil-A back in the day, right? Like consumer side boycotts just don't do anything in general except make liberals feel good about themselves.
Or, I mean, in this case, the other side. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoever.
conservatives are becoming liberals at a shockingly fast pace.
Yeah.
Have you noticed this?
Have you seen this? Yeah.
Just in how they like interact with the world. Like they're all like social justice warriors from like 2012.
if something offends them
Yeah.
or even potentially offends them.
Yeah. They've gone so far around that now they are the snowflake they hate so much.
Yeah.
That's an interesting little thought experiment right there for the top of Mouse Out of Wedlock. If you can't tell, we're both exhausted.
You either die a conspiracy theorist or live long enough to see yourself become a snowflake.
Whoa. Put that on a t-shirt. Sell hundreds of them on Redbubble.
Yeah, we are very tired.
Yeah. Also, this episode will not come out on time.
But luckily, you didn't care. That's why you're listening right now.
That's right. You didn't care.
Yeah, well, it didn't affect you. You may have cared. I'm sure, like on Thursday, you open your phone,
Yeah.
sitting there all day just refreshing your feed, and
At
you're
4 a.m., you're just tapping the screen, just
like-
hoping it'll come up.
on like Pod Owl or something.
Pod Owl.
I assume that's an app.
Probably. It
Yeah.
probably is an app. Yeah.
So yeah, you're just refreshing. It's not coming.
Yeah.
11:59 hits, and you're just bawling, you're
Yeah.
crying. We're very sorry that happened to
You're
you.
calling your mom, and she's worried because she doesn't even know what what a podcast is.
Yeah, she's like, "What's a pod owl?"
Yeah, and you're scaring her. You're scaring your mom.
You're scaring your mom.
Yeah, so stop freaking out and get over that we uploaded the episode late.
Yeah, whose fault is that really?
It is my fault for having work till 3 a.m. the day we typically record.
3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Damn.
We did the Rooster Teeth slumber party stream for RTX promo, and I live switched for 7 straight hours.
No one subbed you out?
No, I mean, like, I wasn't constantly cutting the entire time. That's yours. But yeah, I was in charge of like the mainstream PC, so I couldn't like walk away. And then I was live cutting for 4 of those 7 hours.
And they didn't have anyone who could have like switched in for halfway. I mean,
No, the other guy was like running other shows.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
makes
it was like a telethon kind of deal. They had a whole bunch of different groups.
right.
come
So
in,
it was all hands on deck, kind of thing.
And there's only like there's 2 of us that can run the control board in the main room. So
yikes.
Yep. So I'm very tired still
Nice.
because I worked till 3 a.m. and then I couldn't fall asleep till like 7 that morning. So I completely fucked up my sleep schedule.
And you're still riding that.
I'm still riding it, and I'm still working a lot.
Well, are you enjoying this?
This is what we're doing right now?
Well, I mean, like this period of your life,
Yeah.
where like you got signed on to
Sure.
do this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I've always wanted to do, and I'd be a bitch to complain about it.
Hell yeah.
But I'm here complaining.
Yep.
I'm not complaining. I'm just feeling the effects, I think is what I would say.
There's definitely a distinct difference between talking about the issues that are happening
Yeah.
in an objective way and whining, you know?
I don't feel like I'm whining. Hopefully I'm not.
It doesn't sound like you are.
Yeah. My brain is tired, is what I'm saying.
I think if you have a complaint and then you can punctuate it with, but I am aware this is my fault for letting this happen,
Yeah.
it's not complaining. It's just talking about it, you know?
Yeah, you have the fallback of like, and it's my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's on me.
Well, how's your week been, Jake?
Uh,
You've been just receiving text messages from me every day saying, let's do it tomorrow.
Yep. And I've been hanging on the edge of my seat.
Yep.
Mhm.
Just like the audience, right? Refreshing the app.
Yeah. Rushing Pod Owl creative side because it also helps you schedule meetings with
Right. Yeah. Pod Owl, good app.
Good app, great app.
Great. We'll try to get them as a sponsor going forward. Shout out Pod Owl.
Pod Owl. Yeah, it's been a great week. Last week I went to we did introduce the show. My name is Jake. I am the host. To my right on my couch with me is Fisher Joyce.
I'm here with my new shoes on Jake's couch.
Mm-hmm. Good shoes. We didn't even finish talking about those.
Thank you.
I really like the XO heart strings. Was that custom? You chose
That was custom as well. Yeah.
Those are very nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We'll post a picture to the Twitter.
I like it because
as an apology for being late. You'll get to see my shoes.
when you look at it from
Yeah.
like the top down,
Mhm.
like you're looking at the tongue.
Right.
It reminds me of a slot machine where like those are the 3 different options.
Okay, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I'm going to post my slot machine shoes. No feet, but you'll see the shoes.
A feeder for the patrons.
Feet are for the Patreons.
Yeah.
You get any hits on your porn yet? Let's look at the view count of your porn.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's on X videos, right?
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Sure. Okay, sure. Okay.
I don't use X videos. X videos is grody.
Well, what's grody about it?
And there's no like verification, so you could just stumble upon literally anything.
It's true. Like me sticking my dick
Yeah.
in a guitar or something.
Yeah. I specifically don't want to see that.
Oh God, it's gonna be so hard to find this.
Did you not like write it down? Do you not
Uh,
have like a profile on X videos?
I made a profile. I don't remember which email I burned by making a porn account with it.
Your business account.
Yeah. Oops, that's my game on one.
Oh, how would that be discovered? Someone would listen to the podcast. That's how that would be discovered.
That's basically it. When you type tune a guitar, actually a lot of videos come up. Oh, here's one. My cousin catches me with the guitar and I fuck her. Very good.
The titles of porn videos are fucking insane.
It's so sad that
Yeah.
that's what we have become.
Is that like the end line of the algorithm? Like, is YouTube just 6 years behind the Pornhub algorithm and what it will become?
Yeah.
With like thumbnails and like titling for videos, like everything is just like baseline. Like, this is a girl having sex with guy has big dick, girl has boob.
Yeah, that's true. There's no creativity
Yeah.
in this in the algorithm. Maybe even further behind. Clickbait, I guess, did start with porn and then
I guess that's true.
seeped its way into it because I feel like as long as I've been a porn consumer,
Right.
porns have not had titles. Like it's not like I wouldn't click on Ass Blaster XXX number 13.
Yeah. Remember when they
assing.
I don't remember this obviously because I'm too young, but like when they had numbered porn videos.
Yeah. No, for as long as I've been there, it's been like MILF takes cock on the couch.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, this is gonna take me a minute to find my the account I logged in with.
That's good.
Do you remember what I made the channel called? It was something like videos to learn by, lessons to live by.
Lessons to live by, or like something about life. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly.
That was it. Lessons to live by. I gotta type it right.
Well, audience, while we're searching for Jake's porn video, I did get him something at the gas station. Because he said if they have a cure for depression, pick that up as well. And I'm not really sure what exactly to do for that other than hard drugs. But I did find what looks to be a plastic spoon with some caramel on it at the gas station. So we're going to try that, I guess. Maybe I'll post that along with my shoes online. We'll see. Are these dirty already?
It's likely.
That's sad.
Would you just get them today?
Like a week ago.
Damn, man.
That sucks. I gotta figure out how to wash Converse now. Oh. Well, I don't have a mic stand, so this is gonna be an audio experience for you. You can hear the bag opening.
Yeah. Ooh. Yes, ASMR here. Ooh, looking through my old emails, I found some Hindi from when I was in that class.
Okay, we have caramel spoons now. It looks like somebody made this in their kitchen, maybe. This doesn't look like a processed food at all. This looks like something your grandma gives you on like Easter, probably.
Damn, your grandma was cool. This is the kind of stuff. This is like the candy equivalent of sand. It just looks like sand.
What do you mean it looks like sand? It looks like caramel.
No, you look closer.
This is, oh, you're right. It does kind of look like sand. I don't know what this is going to taste like. Is this caramel?
I don't know.
Okay, here we go, audience.
Yeah.
We have a third one here for Xander, but, Xander has to go. What the fuck does he do, even? Mm-hmm. Play Destiny?
You'd think we would
and yell at his dog? I don't know what the fuck that guy does.
You'd think we'd know after like 3 years a year. You want to cheers this bad boy?
Sure.
I gotta tell you, I got a little taste of this.
You got a taste of it?
I won't tell you about it.
Okay. Are we doing full spoon?
Not caramel.
What the fuck is that?
Is there tahini in this?
It's like spicy.
Mm-hmm.
It's spicy. What is this? Quick, Jake. Google chikura. Churchura.
How do you spell it?
Cuchara. Tamarind candy. I'm not going to finish this. It's not bad, but it would be bad for the audio experience, I think, if I was suckling on a spoon the entire time.
Kuchara?
Yeah, what is this?
It translates to spoon.
So this is just, the title of this candy is Spoon.
Yeah.
Maybe you're supposed to eat the spoon. I don't know if you're even supposed to eat this part.
Yeah, you hold it by the I can taste the tahini in it for sure. That's the little spice that's coming out.
You know what? I kind of don't like that. Yeah, that's not really for me.
Spicy with sweet.
It's just I think it's the texture of this. Like I don't want to suck on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not pleasant to have in your mouth.
It's like sand.
Yeah. Huh.
Crazy.
Well, did it cure your depression, Jake? Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, a little.
Okay, great.
Actually, I love this.
Well, cool. Here's another one for you. And this one's been in my mouth, so you probably don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'll put it back in the bag. Here's another audio experience for you, audience.
Ooh. I'm definitely going to eat that. Oh, man, that's so good. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I am one quarter, you know.
You know what?
You know.
I don't.
I don't know how to talk about race. I'm so scared.
Wait, you're not white?
I'm only 3/4 white.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is the last episode of the podcast.
Oh, no. Please, I promise the other 3/4 really shine. Yeah.
Oh.
Hispanic is the word I choose to use.
Okay, sounds good. Jake, how do you feel being the only straight person on the show?
Man, it is hard.
Is it hard?
It's very difficult.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So, first off.
Yeah.
Is Xander gay?
Yeah, he's bi. How do you not know this? How do you not know this? He's self-described himself as a bicon hundreds of times on the show.
That's true, but he acts like a straight guy.
Yeah, but he sucks dick sometimes.
That's all it takes to. I thought
Yeah,
being
that's
gay,
the whole deal, man.
I thought it was like a personality thing. I didn't know that it
what
was
the
like.
fuck are you talking about? Like if you what the fuck are you talking about?
No, that's a joke. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Xander's Austin's Bicon.
Yeah.
Our guests are usually
Queer or queer adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are queer or queer adjacent.
I'm a Texas tranny.
Mm-hmm. I'm straight as the equator.
I mean the equator, so it's on a ball, so I don't know. You could do better than straighter than the equator. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, on a map, right? Like, I guess
there's just a lot of other things that
it's
are
non-Euclidean,
straight, right?
Yeah.
So the equator is kind of just like not a great comparison.
This is. I guess I'm gay now. Oh no, I didn't realize. Oops. Oh, I found the email account.
Okay.
That I did it with.
We've got a lot of threads open right now, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The podcast is sloppier when Xander's not here.
Being straight on this podcast is fine. I like bringing diversity and making sure that
you're the diversity hire.
It's true. In what way am I not? Right?
It's like, so funny.
I'm lending the straight perspective here.
Yeah.
Like last week, you guys and Dylan were talking about some gay shit that I had no frame of reference for. And let me be clear.
I mean, it was music, so it's like there's a lot of music you talk about that I don't know shit about. You know?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And let me be clear. When I say gay shit, I'm not saying that disparagingly.
Gay, not derogatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't have a frame of reference for it. I'm here to learn. But when I've been open to learn on the podcast before, it's like, why don't you guys aren't mad at me, but it's like, I should have a perspective about things. So sometimes I just have to like sit back. I'm also very afraid as the only straight person in the room most of the time of doing that thing that cis straight white guys do, which is interjecting and saying more about a thing they're not informed about. And I would rather lean to the side of like, no, actually I'm here to learn and I'm here to let you have a voice.
Oh, well, that's nice. But
the gays,
I think you're funny, so you should talk on the show.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. It's fine. I don't look at anyone different. I went through most of my life without knowing many queer people,
right?
If any. I don't think anyone from my high school class growing up, maybe one. There was open, like one guy. Least. There was one guy who was gay and out.
Yeah.
Or if he wasn't out, it was so obvious. And then like by the time he got to college, it was out.
Yeah.
Other than that, no inclination at all. Yeah. I don't think I even met a trans person until after college.
Well, like I also did not meet
a single Jewish person until after college. I have been very limited by like the diversity in my life, even going to UT.
I think the thing I would say to that is like you probably have and you just don't know.
Right. Obviously,
because like you wouldn't look, you wouldn't guess.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. But no one's ever like talked to me about it or anything.
Sure.
So that's a big frame of reference. In the last year, though, like, 3 of the people I see more than ever are like self-identified trans, I guess. Maybe not self-identified, it's not the right word, but like are trans.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me. Like I never had a bad opinion on anyone. I was never like, I guess when I was like a kid and growing up in East Texas, I would use gay as an insult all the time.
Yeah, that was more of like of the time thing.
Exactly.
I think it's very stupid to go back in time and be like, yeah, you're a bad person because you said things were gay when everybody said things were gay.
Yeah, it was the thing to do. But it's not this like crazy thing that's happened where it's like, oh, now I suddenly see I am an ally. It's just like, no, actually everyone's kind of just normal. I've been surrounded by all of this diversity. I've had deep conversations with like the queer people who are in my life now, and it's just, like I don't understand.
It's because you're not a piece of shit.
Yeah, like no one is. I don't know. This is such a trotted out, beaten path. So many people have made this point, but it's like, no, people are just normal. People are there was no obvious reason to dislike a whole group of people.
What you don't know is I've been secretly grooming Jake for the last year.
I did hate trans people a year ago.
This motherfucker is gonna be a girl later. So
yeah, it's. I do stand by that. It's a choice, obviously. I should make that clear.
You've been very clear about that in our conversations off the podcast.
Yeah, and I'm starting to get braver about my homophobia.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm fine being
LGBT foe.
I actually, I don't mind being the only straight person in a room, and it speaks to the good of the world and the evolution of society that this is a thing that can happen to a guy like me, where I'm just like,
Sure.
I'm just straightening it up all over the place. I'm just being straight here, being straight there, no turns to get to those places, just a direct line.
Yeah.
And yet I've been surrounded by the queer community, and it's just like the
queers love Jake.
It's true.
Yeah,
There's something about me.
I don't know how it happened, but the autists and the queers really like Jake for some reason.
I gotta say,
and there's a lot of overlap in those communities.
It's true. It's true. No correlation.
I mean, I think there might be, but it's not like in a negative way. I don't think.
I was on gay Tinder for a while.
Explain that.
So I made an account on Tinder where I could survey people for Gay Mon's questions, because in our Family Feud type game,
because when you said gay Tinder, I thought you definitely meant Grindr.
No.
I
gay Tinder.
Okay, I see.
So I made a Tinder account.
Yeah.
And I made my profile. Hey, I'm going to ask you some game show questions. And if someone would match with me, instead of trying to hit on them, I would say, hey, here's some questions. We asked 100 people. You're the 100 people. So just answer your first thought. You can give me multiple answers if you want. Don't worry if it's too dirty.
Cool.
And I would just send them questions until they stopped responding.
Right.
I did this for hundreds of people. When I first started it, I was just I just converted my old Tinder account into it.
Yeah.
So as a result, I was still on women, and women are not game for that kind of thing.
No, they're not.
Absolutely not. Literally one woman participated with me before I was like, I should open this up to everyone. And I did.
Sure.
And oh boy, I am a catch in the gay community.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was so successful. And so many of the times it was people who were like genuinely upset. I was like, no, I'm just here to answer questions. I'm actually like in a relationship. I'm not really even trying to do anything. And they were like, oh bro, you're a catfish, dude. Oh dude, you're just a little tease. I had multiple people call me a tease.
Interesting.
I think
because I'm not part of like the gay male community, and I don't really know what they like over there. We should get the Bicon back if we want to get more information. Probably.
I have only.
But are you a bear?
I think so.
Is that what's happening?
I'm big. I have a beard.
You have a lot of hair.
A lot of hair.
Yeah.
And I'm getting more. My back hair is coming in. Dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I guess you're a bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got a fallback if things hit the fan.
Yeah.
You can be very successful as a gay man.
Yeah. It's true. It's so true. Oh my God. I wish I would be so successful. What I really wish, and I think I've said this before, but this is the total truth. My dad he grew up in East Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for a long time, especially before he had a business and whenever he was like more online and more engaged in Trumpism and everything.
Yeah.
Definitely homophobic.
Sure.
To some extent. I think he's changed a lot now, especially once he's become a business owner and he's realized, hey, gay people have money. He's definitely more accepting to them. Like his bar has pride events that are happening. He has like queer centered events. It's a safe space for them.
Shout out.
Yeah, which is cool. I do love that. But growing up, like especially in like college when I was like super libbed up, I was like, man, I wish I was gay.
Wait, you were libbed up?
Oh, I was super libbed up in college.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'm happy I didn't meet you then.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have liked that.
It was weird.
Jake very much.
It's still where I am now, where like I in that time period I read Ayn Rand. So I was like,
gross.
So I was like, oh hell yeah, objectivism. I get it. You should care about yourself more than you should care about things. And also I'll figure out the societal parts, political philosophy later. But like the personal philosophy, I really I dig this. While also simultaneously learning why Trump is bad. And why inclusion is good, and why globalization has ruined the world because we have put our thumb on everything. Meanwhile, like we're not taking as much back from them, and if we are, it's stealing. There's not a transfer of ideas. It mostly goes one direction.
We are the cartel that runs the world.
Yeah. So I learned all that stuff. A girlfriend in college was a social work major. One of the smartest people I've ever met. Has a lot of really great stances.
Shout out.
I won't say her name because she is a TERF.
So I take my shout out directly back.
So I do.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. So I do want to make that clear. Although, I mean, her stance, from my understanding, is like, you can do whatever you want. You can label yourself however. Trans women probably don't have a conversation in the abortion area of things.
What about trans men? Do they have a conversation in the abortion?
I guess.
They should.
But anyway, getting back to it,
Sure.
I did wish that I was gay for a while because I was like,
That's
because
fascinating to me.
because I knew there would be no faster path to making my dad accept the queer community than by joining it. Because he loves me more than he hates anything else, which shout out Dad, love you for that. But I thought if I was gay, it would break his brain because on the one hand, he loves me so much he could never disown me. Yeah. On the other hand, he would have to reevaluate a lot of the way that he feels if it came out that
That's interesting.
was gay.
I kind of hit that in a different way because obviously, like, I have a similar relationship with my parents. I think they love me more than anything. They do anything for me. They're great, but I would say, and I don't think they'd even deny it, like they just didn't have very much information about this stuff at all, and kind of like the world is against it, so they kind of just had that mindset a little bit. So like it was terrifying to realize that I was trans and then have to explain that to my parents. Not because, like, looking back on it, I don't think I ever felt that like they were going to disown me or anything.
Right.
But it was still like super stressful to like just replay like memories of specific things that I don't like. They didn't do on purpose, but like I just remember like pausing a movie because it had a gay kiss in it and like having a conversation about how that's wrong. And it, like,
yikes.
And then like now I have to tell them that
that
I'm that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was shitty as an experience, but like I guess we're past that now. So I don't really have that problem anymore, but it's interesting to hear you say you wish you were gay so you could have one of the worst experiences of my life.
That's really funny. I'm not wishing for the moment of having to reveal that as much as that I am. I know that it would,
and it turned out okay. Like it worked out. Like I have a good relationship with my parents, but like the stress going into that conversation is not something I would ever want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the thing with me here is that what I would do is I did consider lying about it for just
no.
I know, which is why I haven't done it.
Insane.
But I did what's called a reverse beard, I guess, is what I would have gotten.
Wild.
Gotten a friend and just like held hands with him and stuff.
Jesus
Did a
Christ.
lot of like cuddly stuff. Be like, Dad, come meet my boyfriend I got in college.
Jesus Christ.
But then secretly just be like paying him $50 for every time and like, yeah,
that's way gayer than sucking a dick. What you described is way fucking gay.
I think it would have worked, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to appropriate someone's culture.
Yeah. Have you thought about like exploring your sexuality at all?
One time I had a dream I sucked a dick.
How was it?
Big.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
Also,
that was a dream, so I don't know if that was accurate to
that's true.
Life, but
totally true.
Yeah.
I watch porn. I've had my dick sucked. Brag alert. So I feel like I can pretty much get it. I've put an entire hot dog in my mouth multiple times. I don't know why I said once. It's definitely been, I don't know if you've ever seen me eat, but I can like unhinge my jaw.
You house stuff.
Yeah. So I get the basics of it. Did not enjoy it. Woke up, was like, that sucked. Thank you. So that's basically it.
I am gay. I am disabled. I am a woman.
I will be not used any of those for this conversation. It's fine.
It's too far away.
And one time, and I know I've talked about this on the podcast. One time, I did try to put my finger in my butt when I was in the shower.
I don't think that's gay.
Well, it can be.
Getting pegged is not gay.
It's not inherently gay. Yeah. However,
putting your own finger in your butt is not gay.
I'm not saying that's gay. I was preparing myself for maybe a penis going in there or something, just to see, what does this feel like?
What'd you think?
I don't think I did it right.
Yeah, you probably didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's really hard to position yourself in such a way when you're standing. At least in my experience, I couldn't figure it out.
We'll try it with the dildo or something.
Yeah. I'm not really afraid of. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the idea.
Well, that's fine.
And it's fine. That's fine. And it's fine to not like it, for sure.
It's okay to be straight, Jake.
But it's like,
I'm here to tell you that. It's okay to be straight.
Thanks, man. It's a thing that
Don't call me.
Sorry. That's totally fair. Thanks, sis.
Yeah, I'm kidding. It doesn't. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I call everyone man.
Yeah, I know. It's just slang. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but it is the thing I have thought about is like, do I not like it because I'm afraid of being gay? but I don't have an issue with being gay.
Yeah, I don't
So,
think.
like,
I think you're just straight, which is fine.
Yeah.
I think you're just a straight.
But
dude.
I've definitely but to answer your question, I have put thought into it, exploring myself, seeing what I would like or wouldn't like.
Yeah.
It's mostly women, and even then, ugh. Right.
Even then, ugh.
One time I was, and this was, I say one time, this was like in the last few days, I watched a porn video where it was one guy and it was 5 women. And like all I could think, like as soon as I was done, I was just looking at my phone. Gangbang? Yeah, it's exactly what the video called it, reverse gangbang.
Yeah, that's a category.
And once it was over, I was like, that just seems exhausting. I can barely pleasure one woman. I don't know if I could pleasure 2 women, 5 women. Oh my God. Like that's performative at that point. That is not about actually making.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think the idea of like even a threesome to me is kind of off-putting.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Maybe I'm like hopeless romantic in that way, but like I am not just out here to have sex, you know?
Yeah, you're here for love?
I don't know. I think I'm here for companionship, and love comes with that, I assume.
Yeah.
But yeah, the idea of like casual sex is not appealing to me at all.
Yeah, I've never really gotten it. Both like understood it and received it.
That's good.
Yeah, most of my experiences, I had 4 girlfriends in high school, and each one just one per year. Is kind of like the rate I was going at there.
Sure.
And that's just standard Jake fare. I get into long-term relationships. I don't really
serial monogamist.
Yeah,
Jake White.
And it's not even by choice. It just happens. I just fall into relationships.
Yeah. Like
one time, my very first serious relationship, whose name is Beep. I was in like eighth. No, I was going into 9th grade. She was in like 8th grade. I think it was like right before summer. So technically it was like 8th and 7th grade. And I was hanging out in my home doing whatever like I did at like 12 years old, 13 years old. So
jerking off.
I was jerking off at that time, but I wasn't jerking off in this moment. I was probably like playing video games or like with a Nerf gun or something. And I get a text from a number that I didn't realize.
Okay.
And it's this girl who I like vaguely knew the name of. She was like, "Hey, I think you're cute. I got your number from one of our friends. I seen you on the bus. We should date." And I was like, "Okay." Oh. And then suddenly we were dating before I even knew what this girl looked like, before I had ever spoken a word to her in person.
That's funny.
We were dating. And stuff like that just happens to me.
You just fall into stuff.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm very passive.
Yeah. Yeah, you are, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I've always liked the waves, riding them.
Right.
But I'm no surfer.
Yeah. I think I haven't dated anybody in like 3 years, which
you looking?
I'd be interested. I think that the deal is like I need to a lot of it was like I just need to figure out what the fuck is going on with me, because I figured out I was trans like a year ago probably, but like there was definitely a couple of years before that I was like, so yeah, something's fucked.
Yeah, like something's going on.
Yes.
Let's put
the brakes on
exactly.
for a little while. Yeah, I think I probably need to transition fully before I could feel comfortable in a relationship, or I'll probably just to be honest, I'm probably gonna be T for T.
Sorry, going back to the porn video. What does T for T mean?
Trans for trans.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, I'm learning so much.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so I did find the account.
Oh, good.
So now I just need to log
How
in.
many views do you think this video has?
In the hundreds.
Really?
No doubt.
You think it picked up some traction?
I have no doubt in my mind.
All
I've
right.
posted a video on Pornhub before.
What of?
Milk sex.
Oh, yeah, that's it, yeah.
And that got into the thousands on Pornhub.
Well, because I think people were looking for something else when they typed milk sex in the search bar.
That is fair. That's a great point. What's funny is...
this has been one of the weirder episodes of the podcast, I must say. We've been like extremely personal and talked about sex more than we normally do.
Yeah, well, Xander hates sex.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm logged in.
Okay.
History.
Uh-oh.
How to tune a guitar. Sitting at... 1080p.
Hello, Mario.
That was not
That's
the right
not
one.
what were you looking for there?
I don't know.
Why doesn't it tell me?
How does it not tell you?
I don't...
Every video player on the planet has this number underneath it.
It says %% sign.
%% sign.
I broke it. I must have gone viral.
I guess you went viral.
I'll tell you what, I have 0 comments.
Damn. They were removed for being too horny, probably.
Yeah, too horny.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't even say. Oh, yeah.
Why are you gay?
Thank you. Normally so look at this.
Yeah.
So look at this. This is porn.
Are you about to show me porn?
Yeah. So normally on a porn video,
Okay.
here's like the
Look,
views.
it's porn.
You see, here's the views.
Yeah.
See how this one just says 81% here?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Have
you watched 81% of that video?
No, but like mine is just %.
Yeah.
That's
Now that we're here, let's have a discussion about porn comment leavers.
oh my god. I could talk about this all day.
What an interesting kind of person that is.
I love the porn comments community.
Yeah.
I've never contributed, but I
Me
have
neither.
certainly scrolled. Probably
Yeah.
like a third of the time when I'm watching a porn video, I end up
I
going
don't do
to the
that very
comments.
much, but
Yeah.
you go through the comments? Okay.
Yeah, just because it's like most of it, it's weird. Same thing with like porn Reddit.
Yes.
Reddit is a way that I consume porn because
I think that's pretty typical. I think a lot of people do that.
not for long. We should talk about that.
Wait, Reddit's getting rid of porn?
We'll talk about that in a minute.
What the fuck?
In the meantime,
Is that true?
okay, we'll talk about it now.
Okay, sorry.
So here's an important thing that's happening if you have not been caught up, audience or Fisher. Reddit is changing their terms of services related to third-party apps.
Okay.
So no one uses the Reddit app because it's terrible and bad.
I kind of do.
You shouldn't. One of the big reasons it's bad is because it just sucks data up and it's got tons of ads. But like within like hours, it'll use up gigs of your data.
Oh, I have unlimited.
Okay, well then you're probably fine.
Flexing on the
Flex.
hose.
But it does do that. It's got tons of ads. So
Okay.
most people use third-party apps like Boost or I believe one's
I
called
use
like
Reddit
Rit.
for one thing.
Wink.
Yeah.
Right now those third-party apps, one of the reasons a lot of people use third-party apps is because the default Reddit app has no integration and no ability to help visually impaired people consume the app.
Oh, really? Like color blindness and stuff?
Well, true blindness and everything, just like reading the
sure,
stuff and everything for
yeah,
you.
That makes sense.
Does none of that.
Hmm.
Reddit is about to change their policy to where third-party apps now have to start paying. If you go over, I think 300 hits, it's either 300 or 600, you're starting to have to pay dozens of dollars for every 300 hits that you get. So like thousands and thousands of views, this will start adding up. So they're changing it to where if you're making a third-party app, not only do you have to start paying like just a huge fee in order to use the app or to have connection to Reddit through your app. Also, all third-party apps are no longer allowed to show not safe for work content.
Oh.
So the only way to
So
consume
this doesn't affect me.
this won't affect you.
Great.
I guess, but it is affecting the app because right now there's about to be a huge shutdown on the app. Almost every subreddit, every major subreddit, and a lot of the minor ones are going to be blacked out from the 12th to the 14th in order to protest this change. It goes into effect at the end of this month. It'll start in July.
Interesting.
But yeah, most major subreddits are about to shut down for 2 days out of protest. If nothing changes, they'll shut down for even longer and potentially forever because almost no one uses the Reddit app because it is bad.
People will cave. They're not going to protest this long.
We'll see. I'm totally down to have a reason to quit Reddit.
I mean, I'd be fine if Reddit went away,
Yeah.
to be honest.
But it's definitely my most used app. Anyway, to get back to it.
Yeah.
Consuming porn on there. I consume a lot of Reddit normally, so I'm used to going to the comments. Sometimes I'll be, scrolling through, seeing some titties.
Some biddies.
Then by default, like just force of habit, I go to the comments section, and I am always so confused.
It's one of two things, right? It's either just like horny posting on main, like in largely broken English.
Hey girl, I got a dick for you. Ooh.
Yeah. It's stuff like that. Or it's like deeply personal, I am not okay
Yeah.
posts, right?
Yeah, I've my go-to example is seeing like an amateur who's trying to get their like own sex work stuff taken off the ground, so they'll post a photo or video of themselves or something, and it's like, hey boys, you can hit it raw if you're over 5 inches, and then the comments will be either, yeah, I'm ready, or if only I was over 5 inches.
Yeah.
Would you accept
it's
3.5?
Just big dick problems or small dick problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are also communities on Reddit.
I do get the if you're commenting and you're like, what's the source of this? Who is this actress? Who is this? That kind of makes sense to me. But like people who are just like, yeah, nice tits. Oh man, what? Especially if it's not the creator posting it, if it's someone sharing it, and then there's just like, wow, that's hot. Great.
Like, who are you?
Why are you putting the time? Why are you typing this? Why are you linking your IP address
Why
to
is
this?
your profile picture just your face and your username your full name?
Yeah. So weird.
Yeah. I mean, I guess some people just like don't have this is maybe interesting. Like, I think maybe me more than you, but I feel directly tied. Like, a part of my personality is online, right? Like my social media accounts are pretty much just what I would say. Like, they're not really a show.
Right. It's not a character.
No, I'm not doing a bit, right? I mean, I am doing a bit, and that's becoming trans. But
by the way, great bit. You've really committed.
I really committed to this one. Yeah, like some people I guess just don't have that aspect of like part of their personality like bleeding into their online stuff. And they're just comfortable posting anything there, like using their name because they know it'll never follow them back into their real life.
Yeah.
But if I post shit, it will.
Yeah.
It will follow me back into my real life.
Speaking of people with social media accounts who won't ever have things followed back to them, who is Crab smoking a joint?
Who are you?
Who are you?
You're funny as fuck.
You're so funny.
You're
one of my favorite
DM
content creators.
Yeah.
So funny. We would love to have you on the pod. We can even do it virtually, and you can keep your voice anonymous if you want. Like, just do one of the Scrambler Vice News kind of things.
Yeah, we'll make you sound like a crab smoking a joint.
Yeah. So funny.
You're good. You got a good Twitter poster.
Yeah. I when I first saw this account, I assumed it was one of the big meme pages that popped up. But then it turns out it's someone in my social circle, and I don't know who.
Yo, you're the next drill. Shout out. Crab smoking a joint.
Crab smoking and joint is so good.
You're funny.
I'm not really too afraid of putting anything on the internet. I think I'm in a really unique position where I own part of this business that I work on, and I run it, and it's growing, and it seems like it's gonna take off. I'm not really planning for it to fail. My co-owners are pretty much fine with me having any sort of presence so long as it's not problematic. I'm not like posting like I hate X people or anything online. Right. It's just like I'm showing my dick and putting the head of my dick and putting it in a guitar. Yeah. Or I'm making really stupid, obvious jokes. Yeah. Anything like that, I have no issue with. They don't have an issue with. But Jarberg is so funny. But if for some reason Game On didn't work out and then I had to go into the job market, then it might be a problem. And I'm kind of just banking on it not doing that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty much unemployable other than what I'm doing currently.
Or less.
Yeah.
You could go back to roofing.
I guess. I think I'd die first, to be honest.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that roofing or just all physical labor?
Roofing specifically.
Yeah. So like tiling you could do?
I'll do paint. I'd go work as a painter again.
Just to answer for you, tiling is terrible.
Yeah, tiling sounds awful.
My mom once was engaged to a man who did tiling work.
His name was Tyler.
Tyler the Tyler. That's really from Tyler, Texas.
That's right.
No, he was from Jacksonville, and also he brought me with him sometimes. It was like early in my first summer of college, so I needed some money. I didn't really have a steady job, so he brought me to tile. That shit is hard. That shit it's both excruciating on your body, and you need very minute specific actions. Like you have to place the tiles exactly right. You have to cut them perfectly. You got to grout it correctly, and you're bent over, you're hunched over, you have knee pads on all day, and you're just scrubbing the floors. It was terrible.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, manual labor, you know? We already did it. We don't need to do it again, I think is where I'm sitting on that.
We, as in, like you and I have been down that route, and now it's time to use our brains.
Yeah.
What I would love to do, and who knows what life will take me, but I'm looking forward to being in my mid-30s and being successful enough for my current business, owning a piece of it, to where I can leave, I can quit the job, but just continue to like be a stakeholder in the company, maybe even sell my shares of it at some point.
Right.
I would love to start another manual labor business, high-rise pressure washing.
Okay.
Nothing has ever been more fun to me than being on a rope and having a pressure washer in my hand, a pressure washing gun. Because it's, I'm sure I've talked about this. It's Iron Man physics at that point.
Yeah, you're like yeah,
like when you're more than 2 stories down on a rope, the swing you get is freeing enough that if you point the gun in one direction, it shoots you the other way.
That's super fun.
And so it is like Iron Man. If you're hanging, I did this once at the top of Frost Tower, you know, that big, the big point. So I was hanging. The rope was essentially coming out of the very top of it. So I was just free hanging in the middle of this thing.
Holy shit.
I had to navigate myself over to one of the pillars, tie a rope around it, and then like kind of like do you remember that part in Mulan where she like tied the rope around the thing, climbed it? Yeah. So I had to do that essentially. So in order to get there, I was hanging on the rope, and then I would use the pressure washer, point it one way, it'd blow me back, point it behind me, and I made a pendulum out of myself until I could catch the thing.
That's wild.
So cool. So much
pretty cool,
fun.
yeah.
So satisfying. Easy work because, I mean, like, dealing with hoses sucks and ropes kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But, like, even if it's like 100 degrees out, you're covered in water the entire time, just like a mist of water. You feel incredible. It's the best job.
That sounds fun.
It's the only thing I would give up game show hosting for. If I could go to for comparable money,
Yeah.
Is what I need to caveat that or cut that off with. If I could leave right now and go get a job where I did nothing but pressure washed on ropes, guaranteed, and I made the exact same amount of money, I would have to think about it.
Do you think you could do that long term and be happy?
I think if I took a bunch of money and I started a business with it, and then I made myself manager, so I got to do it sometimes, especially if necessary, but I was mostly dealing with like bidding buildings and accruing new staff and the back end of it, I think I would be very, very happy.
Do you like doing that kind of stuff, like manager work? It takes a specific kind of person. I don't mind it, but like
I don't mind it. That's right where I'm at. I'm not the best at it. My brain doesn't seem to work. If I don't do something immediately, it gets out of my brain very quickly.
Okay.
And I'm not really good at managing the systems for replacing or for fixing that, like, you know, any sort of app that tells you like a to-do list or anything like that. These things fall flat for me. I have to do things immediately. I'm very single focused, goal oriented like that.
I think I've brought this up before on the podcast, but have you ever considered making a to-do list?
Yes.
Oh, you started doing it?
Not all the time.
I just have an app on my phone, and I just have a whole bunch of lists of things I have to do.
I have a notes app. That's all the big things that I need to be working on at any given moment.
Yeah.
So if I have downtime, I know what to do, which has been helpful, but I don't have a daily to-do list.
Sure.
To circle back, my video has
question mark
percentage
views.
What
so
else?
Inconclusive on that.
What other threads do we drop?
I don't really know. We've kind of just been talking, which is fine. I think this is a good episode.
Yeah, I think it's great.
It's a little different than the show normally, but
yeah, well, that's what the goal going forward is.
That's right. You're going to get all kinds of different flavors on the show going forward.
Now, I did open up ChatGPT just in case we wanted a third host.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Do you have a question you want to ask ChatGPT?
I did ask it the other day about the Turing test.
Okay.
And I asked it if it knew what it was, and I asked it if it thought it could pass it, and it said mostly it could pass it.
Interesting. You're not on Twitter anymore, are you?
No.
Yeah. The new freakazoid that's getting promoted to the top of everyone's feed is people that think the AI is going to like change the world.
I think it will too. I don't think it's that fast.
Here's my thing on this. AI is not calling it artificial intelligence is
wrong.
Is disingenuous.
Yeah.
Because basically what you've made is a machine that copies parts of random things on the internet and makes new things. That's not intelligence.
I mean, what ChatGPT's central focus, like what it actually does, is predicts what the next word will be.
Yeah.
And it does it very accurately, scarily accurately, but it doesn't actually think. It's not giving you new information. It has a database. Yeah, it can't create new information.
It's impossible for it to create new information by design. Because you can't create something like that. That's the human brain.
Yeah.
You can't make a human brain.
One day.
I don't think we ever will.
I think we'll get to a point where we can, like, neuron by neuron, build a human brain.
But what will it do?
Pulsate.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm so fed up with like people that think like the singularity's already happened or that like it's going to happen tomorrow.
Are you familiar with the dead internet theory?
Yes. And it is interesting and we should explain what it is, but I don't think it's true.
Yeah. So the dead internet theory is the idea that sometime a few years ago, bots took over so that everyone you are interacting with on the internet is actually a bot. All of the people who you're talking to, any like,
crab smoking a joint's a bot?
Crab smoking a joint is a bot, unfortunately.
No.
Reddit, all of the comments are bots. A lot of them for sure are, but the idea is that every single thing that you see is a bot and no one else is seeing or even if other people are seeing it, they're not like interacting with it the same way that you are. Sure. Like you're getting your own unique web page. It doesn't hold up to scrutiny.
Yeah, it doesn't at all.
But it's a very interesting idea because even if it's not completely dead, there are certainly probably sections of the internet where this is true.
I think Reddit is probably the most.
Yeah. Well, and that's,
Reddit is a fucking cesspool, dude.
This is also the trade-off of like anonymity is if you don't have people actually registering themselves and attaching their name to any sort of account, then who's to stop a bot from just doing that all the time? Yeah.
I think the other thing with AI that really is off-putting to me. And did we talk about the writer's strike on here?
Excuse me?
Did we ever talk about the writer's strike?
We have not talked about the writer's strike.
I guess we should talk about that. Also, SAG is striking.
Yeah, well, good.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Fuck the Directors Guild of America, you pieces of shit. You should have struck 2 instead of signing a deal that only helps you.
Yeah.
You assholes.
Classic directors.
Classic Directors Guild. The other thing that stands out to me with the AI stuff is like it's all going to suck. Like it's going to be bad content
For a while.
I think forever, because it can't get better, right? Like it can't create, right? So like we're already at the final step of what AI is going to be able to do in my mind.
I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way.
I mean, like there'll be improvements, like in the same way that like video games improve in graphic like
sure
quality, but the idea of video games is already complete.
And it was with, Super Mario Brothers, where it's
Sure
you are holding a controller and you are looking at a screen.
Yeah.
But then games have
And
rapidly
it'll
improved,
look better,
Mhm.
and it'll sound better, and it'll be more convincing eventually. But like people made the video games.
Yeah.
And that's why they're like more interesting and like things are happening, right? This AI inherently cannot create new things.
I think, like you said, to call it AI is disingenuous. So like if we're continuing to use AI, the modern iteration of AI and any improvements made on ChatGPT or anything like that, I agree with that. I think what it'll be used long term as is more of a tool to help writers or to help video game makers or anything, to where
Sure.
you tell it, hey, I've got this plot point where the chosen one is about to die, but then something mysterious happens. Give me like 20 suggestions for what could happen in the story, and then you take one of those and you can run with it. It's just like a brainstorming device. I don't think you will be able to tell ChatGPT, hey, give me a video game, and then it pops out a video game like coming out of the oven.
Yeah, but that's what people think is going to happen.
I do think
people think that there's going to be TV shows written and created by AI exclusively.
Right, like the AI is the director.
Yeah.
I do think long term that sort of intelligence can exist. I have no doubt in my mind that the ability to create intelligence
I don't think we
exists.
can. I don't know. I think a lot of people would disagree with me there, but like I just don't think we are capable of doing it.
The easiest
there's no sign that we can.
The easiest thing to say in response to this is that's what people said about flying and going to the moon and building wheels. But they probably didn't say that about building wheels. But like, it's true that there have been doubters and haters along every step of technological progress.
But like flying is so much easier than creating intelligence.
That's true.
Like leaps and bounds easier.
The final frontier.
Birds can do it, and birds are dumb as fuck.
It's true. They're really stupid. I hate birds.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't think there's anything we can't do. I think like long term, maybe time travel, maybe wormholes. That's kind of stuff we can't do.
I think we're just gonna die before that.
That
is also the other portion of this.
And that is a better point to make, I think. I think anything is possible given long enough. Technology has radically changed so much. The rate at which technology has been progressing has been increasing more and more day over day. I do think that it's getting faster, that we're on the cusp. Even if we don't do it, even if our kids don't do it, our grandkids are going to live an entirely different technological life than us.
Maybe.
But yeah, I do think it is likely that we will kill ourselves before we're actually able to.
Humanity might just end itself by that time. Yeah.
We, the collective human.
Yeah. Well, we're getting philosophical on this episode.
Shout out writers.
Yeah, shout out writers.
I'm glad you're striking. We support you. We stand with you. And that's why Xander left. He normally writes the podcast.
That's right.
And instead he's on strike.
We had a semi-planned bit where Xander was going to actually script an episode of the podcast.
Not anymore.
No,
Not until we sign.
That's why he left. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in SAG and you're in the Directors Guild, unfortunately.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I'm not part of the guild, but yes,
yeah.
I would be.
You would be.
I would be DGA if I applied.
I
probably could. I could probably get DGA at this point. I've got enough
credits.
Yeah.
Does technical director count as director for that?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I'm also I'm also directing the show. So.
Yeah. And AD, you do a lot of AD work, right?
Yeah.
You have done it.
Yeah, I would. I could definitely get DGA at this point.
Can you get insurance through that?
No. It also would like just fuck up my work here because everything I do is non-union. So
right. But you could get union work then, right?
Who's hiring union technical directors other than like CBS? I don't think I'd want to work. Maybe like ESPN. I don't know if I'd want to do sports though.
Yeah, you did sports stuff for a while, right?
Yeah, I was a parabolic mic operator for Kansas State football for Fox Sports.
That's pretty cool. I had no idea about that.
It was pretty fun. Yeah, you got to go stand on the those like little bubble things. Mm-hmm. I did that for a couple games.
That's really sick.
It was pretty fun. Yeah.
Pay well?
It did. It was like $300 for a game.
Wow. And you got to go to a
And
game.
you were like sideline of a college football game, which is pretty dope.
I assume you were a fan.
Yeah. That was the thing I was a fan. That was the only thing to do in Manhattan, Kansas, is cheer for the football team.
Well, speaking of cities and cheering for teams,
Yeah.
how do you feel about Austin FC?
I am neutral.
Neutral.
Yeah.
Soccer, not your thing?
I don't really love soccer that much. I'd go to a game.
And you should. I went to one for the first time last week. One of the best experiences I have ever had in this city.
Hell yeah. That's great.
It was like 20,000 people of the 25,000 stadium. First time going. I went with my aunt and uncle. Drank a little bit beforehand. Me and Harry were both there. We sat on the side right by the goal. So like Harry was lined up with the goal from the side.
Okay.
I was right next to him. Perfect position for half the game. Because so first we scored. It was on the other end of the field.
Mm-hmm.
This is in the first half, which was awesome. We both missed it because a guy was walking in front of us, but we did get to react and watch it on the screen. Then the second goal, they scored on us. And it was right in front of us. And we were yelling shit. We were booing. We were heckling. I was yelling stuff like, hey, batter, swing. And your shoe's untied. And just nonsense heckles. We were second row, so they could hear us.
That's great.
It was awesome. Then it goes to halftime. Side switch. And then we score the winning goal right in front of me and Harry.
Nice.
And we went fucking nuts. Like, both of us lost our voice. I've never been as hungover the next day as I was.
That's sick.
Then.
That's cool.
It was so much fun. Only like $90. Totally worth it.
Really?
Yeah.
For the evening altogether?
Yeah. Oh no, $90 for the tickets.
Okay.
Beer is
how much they charging you for beer there?
well, we made a stupid mistake and we bought a jellyfish for $20 each.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That is it's 18 something each, but other beers
$20 for a beer.
Other beers were like 12 or 13.
That's
there were
still
a couple of 15.
crazy.
Definitely overpriced, but we got jellyfish because it's what we always get. $20. That was insane. It was, to be fair, it's a tall can. That's the only fairness I can give it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Worth it though.
What were they charging for food in there?
I don't know. My uncle paid for our food, so I didn't really know. Definitely overpriced. Yeah. I'm going to brag a little bit here.
Go for it.
Harry's birthday is in August, but I told him, Harry, I'll buy you a custom jersey as your birthday present if you want. And he said, yes, please. So
you're a good friend.
Yeah. So he got an away jersey and we got his last name and his number on it on the back.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Pretty sick.
Hey, shout out. That's a good gift.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. And then the next game, I wore the merch I got for myself. We got Bear, our dog, a little bandana.
That's cute.
And then Harry forgot to wear his jersey, and we lost. And Harry keeps blaming himself. He's like, if I had worn my jersey, we would have made that second goal, man.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, it rocked.
Fun.
We'll definitely be going again. So like, you should join.
Yeah,
you
sure.
should come. We'll make a whole to-do of it.
Hell yeah.
We want to invite our friend Tucker, who loves soccer. We felt really bad.
Tucker likes soccer?
Tucker loves soccer.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I don't know if she watches it too much, but she went and watched the World Cup final with us. She also has been playing with us. Me and Harry, when we go kick the ball around, she'll come.
I like Tucker. I haven't seen Tucker in a long time.
Yeah, Tucker rocks. Shout out Tucker.
She's funny. Should we get her on the show?
Sure.
Would she be down?
Probably. I don't know.
She's performing now, isn't she?
Yeah.
She probably. I don't fucking know. We can ask, I guess.
Yes, we will.
Well, that's the podcast, I guess.
We didn't ask ChatGPT a question, so
should we? Ask it how to end the podcast.
Oh, perfect. Give me just a second to put the mic down to type.
Hey, audience. Hope you like this episode. We're fucking tired, and this is what you're getting. A low energy, but deeply introspective and emotionally vulnerable episode with Jake and I. And, let us know how you feel about that.
Okay.
Here's how to end the podcast from ChatGPT.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 7 steps. 8 steps.
Tell it to shorten it.
10 steps.
Tell it to shorten it.
Okay.
Tell it to give us the TLDR. Come on, ChatGPT. You're not going to take over the world like this. 10-step process? What do you think this is? AA? What do you think I am?
Oh, it thinks that
alcoholic?
When I said, how do I end a podcast, it thought I meant like forever.
Oh, forever?
Yeah, it's
like... Oh, shit. Well, welcome to the last episode of Mouse Out of Wedlock, folks.
When ending a podcast, announce that it's the final episode, reflect on your podcasting journey, recap highlights, thank guests and collaborators, share future plans, express gratitude to your listeners, provide closure with a closing statement, include a call to action if applicable, say a heartfelt farewell, and consider leaving your episodes available online for new listeners to discover.
Huh. I guess we're just too close to Rooster Teeth. It's kind of, we're getting proximity.
Yeah.
Proximity ChatGPT answers.
Yeah, secondhand podcast shutdown. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Just like a nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
You ever seen one of these maps? You ever seen this?
The fallout map?
Yeah, exactly. So there's
Yeah.
like the epicenter where everything is destroyed. Then there's the radiation, strong radiation, then the weak radiation. Have you ever seen the website where you can like choose a location on Earth?
I think I have seen that, actually.
And you can choose the size of bomb and it tells you what the entire affected area.
Interesting.
So cool. I mean, terrifying.
Kyrgyzstan did a really good video about that.
Who did?
Kyrgyzstan, that like animation, like history infographic thing on YouTube. You're not going to be able to spell Kyrgyzstan because it is fucked how it's spelled.
Kirkeskat.
Maybe. Kyrgyzstan.
I gave up.
Can we get a different answer from ChatGPT?
Okay, here's what I'm going to do for chat.
Yeah.
The chats.
Because we can't end the podcast until we can't end this episode of the podcast until ChatGPT tells us what to do. We're stuck in a limbo state.
Got it.
And you're stuck here with us, audience. You think you could you really think you could like turn this episode off, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's gonna work. You can try, but the Pod Owl is not gonna let you leave until you finish this fucking episode.
Shout out Pod Owl.
Okay?
Oh my God, 7
Pod
steps.
Owl is watching you, and if you click out of this podcast at any time, even if you clicked out of this and came back, you're kind of fucked, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
Pod Owl will let us know.
Pod Owl's going to let us know, and it's going to be an It Follows situation.
Where then you have to start a podcast.
You have to start a podcast or have sex. One of them is significantly easier. It is the podcast.
That's such a great caveat to It Follows.
Yeah.
It's obviously you have to have sex, or you could start a podcast and then get a followership,
Right.
and then they get the. And okay, so here's the steps.
Okay.
Summarize key points. So what did we talk about today?
Jake is straight.
Jake's straight. Everyone else isn't.
Everyone else is gay.
I wish I was gay for my dad.
That was funny. Yeah.
My porn has not enough views to be registered.
We ate what I thought was caramel, but was not.
You had a Coke. You got new shoes.
I got new shoes.
Austin
I
FC
had
played?
about 2 sips of that Coke, and I'm just letting it die on the counter right now.
I'll take it.
Okay, great.
We talked about the writer's strike briefly.
Yeah.
We talked about Reddit shutdown.
We talked about porn commenters.
We talked about
This was a good episode.
yeah, we got a lot of good
we
stuff.
got a lot of good stuff going.
Number 2 out of 7.
Okay. 7?
Don't worry.
What the fuck?
Offer a final thought. We were going to do some of this anyway.
Okay.
Share a concluding remark or final thought that ties everything together. Just be yourselves.
Yeah.
Just really be who you want to be.
Pod Owl is hunting you.
Number 3, promote upcoming episodes. Well, this episode came out late, but the next one presumably won't.
Probably
so keep an eye
not.
out Thursdays. We're going to have more episodes, more good content for you. I know you're excited for it.
Ooh, content.
Number 4, mention social media and website. I guess this is plugs.
Okay, it's time for plugs. Hey, I changed over my social handles. Now it's Fisher45Joyce.
That's not going to make as much sense.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay? It's a little legacy Easter egg for the people that knew me as a man.
Oh, that's so good. I love that, actually. I unironically love that.
Thank you. Now the real OGs can dead name me and they'll have that. Cool. Yeah, that's on Twitter and Instagram. Fisher45Joyce. You can follow the show. Mouse Out Wed on Twitter. We barely post there anymore because the site fucking blows.
Fuck Twitter.
But you could probably still follow us there. It's got the most updates, and you can see a cool picture of my shoes.
Yeah, which will be new. You can follow me at K9_11 on Instagram.
Yep.
You can also send me money through one of the various channels. You'll figure it out. You can also participate in the blackout of Reddit from June 12th to June 14th. Just don't open the app. Don't use it.
Or just don't open the app ever
or
for
ever.
the rest of your life.
That's also an option. I would recommend getting off of it, even though it's something I cannot escape. It has plagued me my whole life. Next, number 5, express appreciation.
The YouTube channel is Mouse Out Wedlock.
Thank you. Also, Xander. Number 5.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Number 5, express appreciation. Thank your listeners for tuning in and taking the time to listen.
Hello to my mom.
Hello
to my mom and my sister's fiance, and probably 4 or 5 other people that listen to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Okay, we're close.
Outro music and credits. Play your outro music or theme song to signal the conclusion of the episode.
We don't fucking got that, so
surely you can edit in the theme again right here.
No, that'd be boring. There's the outro music.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
Yeah.
Number 7, provide a teaser for the next episode. So let's.
Ooh, what are we gonna do next episode? I haven't thought about it at all.
Nor have I. Xander will be back. So here's the little teaser of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me, Xander.
Here's a name. I did a name pun. Let's talk about my dog.
Bad bean.
Bad
Good bean. Bad bean.
Have you heard about the new Destiny season?
I've been playing
it's really
Destiny,
fun.
and it's very fun.
Oh, I got fired and got a new job this week.
Oh, I'm moving. Jake, come help me, and then I'll never thank you.
Oh, you put cheese in my fridge.
Oh, what's all this cheese doing here?
I'm complaining about random anime series that no one's ever fucking watched.
Oh, my shoes don't fit right.
Oh.
And that's what next
Time
week
to
will
go
be
to the
like.
gym.
That's what next week will be like.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Thanks.
There's gonna be the rotating cast is gonna start rotating a little bit more. I think.
Yeah.
Jake and I are gonna be here forever because we're the real podcasters in town here. Okay, that's the show.
And we say bye-bye.